Hey everyone, welcome to Visual Radio, program number 369. Today's the 21st of November, 2006. Bill Janovitz, the author of Exile on Main Street. Hello, Bill.
Hello, Joe.
One of my favorite topics. So, it's your favorite album?
Yeah, I would have to say pretty much my favorite album of all time.
And you had the vinyl?
Yeah, I had the vinyl. I've had a couple of different copies, a couple of different vinyl, a couple of different CDs, the remastered CD, yeah.
It's the classic Rolling Stones album, everyone. You know that because we talked to Robert Greenfield a couple of weeks back with John Marco, who couldn't be here tonight. But if Bill's having fun, and if he has fun after the show, he can come back with John.
There we go.
What do you think, the vinyl or the CD?
Well, I'd like to be the vinyl snob and say, yeah, you know, the vinyl sounds great. But when, you know, with anything, I just have my records up in the attic right now. I hate to admit it, because I got two kids. Who has time, and who's going to keep the records out of the kids right now? And you know, it's just too convenient to have it all in some convenient location. So I guess the CD, or if I'm a real honest guy about it, I say the MP3 at this point. You know,
really.
But it's more important for me to have it ready and listen to any of my favorite music at my fingertips now than pulling it out. But I used to love to have the relationship with, especially something like Exile, where you pick out the big double leaf and you take out the postcards.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah. Sit down with a glass of wine and put the record on, and it was very important with this record. Every side was balanced, just so. And
there's something about the holding the vinyl in your hand. It's a tough one for me because you can imagine my house. We're overwhelmed with records and books. So it's like, I had to spend like hours the other night just like making room.
Yeah.
You need space.
I know.
If you don't have space, you can't think.
Well, see, that's the thing about records. I remember hearing this story about, I think it was Charles Laquadera had a place out in Dover. Maybe it's just mythology, but I remember being about 16 or 17 and hearing, yeah, he's got all his albums and they're all on this automated machine and they're all filed down in the basement. He punches a machine, it's like a big giant jukebox, and it brings the album up to his turntable and puts it on for him.
Probably did. Charles is a cool guy.
That was before the digital age.
You know, John Garabedian owned V66. He told me he has all the VHS tapes and all the big 3/4-inch tapes of all those great songs that he was playing.
Oh, yeah?
From the 80s, you know, so... but along with being a famous author now, 33 1/3 series, Exile on Main Street, you're in the band Buffalo Tom.
Yes. And
you told me you have a new album coming out. I thought Crown Victoria.
No, Buffalo Tom, it's been about 7 years, so you'd be forgiven for thinking that we were broken up or weren't recording anymore, because we weren't for 7 years or so. But we never really broke up. We were playing, you know, once or twice a year, and you know, we'd been together for too long to just kind of break up. It was more like a family. You can't really just sort of tell your brothers to, you know, that's it, we won't see you again for a while, and some people do, but no, it was too hard to shake. So. And we every time we'd play, it was just the chemistry was there live, and we said, well, let's give it another shot when things calmed down. We were all having kids, especially, that's the main thing, and you know, our time had sort of come and gone in a lot of ways nationally. But you know, we go out, we played a festival in Belgium this summer.
Belgium?
Yeah, we were always very well received overseas
so
in Holland.
Cool.
And, yeah, so we went over there, and I think you know, our audience is still there. I mean, our stupid message boards or whatever on the web pages are still very busy, and they might be the same 3 dudes, but it's still pretty busy. So yeah, we piecemeal over the last few years. I mean, we started recording. I remember it was right around the ALCS with the Sox, so it was around, you know, 04. That's how long it's been. Just kind of we'd start with a batch of songs, write them, kind of get in the studio and record like 3 over a weekend, and finish them. And then we'd kind of go back into the rehearsal studio and we would do that, and we, you know, a month off here and there, so it took a while.
See, when I was a kid, we'd get Rolling Stone magazine, and it would be like, where's Sly Stone's new album? And it was taking him 2 years to make his new album. And now 2 years is like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing's changed.
Well, I'd like to say that we were actually working for 2 years, but no, it's just, you know, it takes so long for things to happen, especially when the whole apparatus is wound down, and all of a sudden we've got to ramp it back up, and you know, we're trying to adjust to each other's schedules and try to figure out, project the next year. Well, you know, he's got 2 kids, I've got 2 kids, you know, he's got a day job, I'm sort of working, you know, what do we do? How do we get on the road again, and how much are we going to support this record? And it all kind of